Welcome back to the Floor of the CME Group here in Chicago, March 30th. A lot of moving parts, folks. I'm Killer from Treasury Curve. Treasury Curve is an institutional money market portal. We assist firms in their overnight cash management. Look at these markets, these resilient markets. There's a lot of different ways to look at this. You know, is it the end of the quarter kind of rally? People, these portfolio managers, they have to get in. You know, this is the end of the fiscal year over in Japan. Is that why we're seeing this rally? You know, or shorts on the run. And I actually talked to Dr. J, and, you know, he may hit the nail on the head with this one, but he's saying it's a flight to quality play due to the fact there are no other asset classes from the euro currency to Japanese. People are buying the S&P here because it's the safest place to be. So maybe we're seeing that flight to quality. Thanks, Dr. J, for the insight on that. But I think this low volume bullying that we're seeing by these HFTs have really moved these markets. If you looked at the S&P yesterday, we went right down to that 50-day moving average at 1299.75, test it, and boom, it pops straight up. I mean, it's been up and away since then. Pretty substantial move on really low volume. So how do I look at this? The Killer's view on this. I want to go back to my Notre Dame football days, and I call this the counter play. For those of you who don't understand the counter, it's a misdirection play. You want the defense to understand that you're going to move the ball this way, and then the tailback cuts back the other side. So the whole idea is to get everyone moving this way, and you come around there, and 80 yards later, it's touchdown, baby. So is that what we're sitting here on? Are we looking at a counter play? Are we getting a set up? Are they going to make a new high in this S&P and then crush it down? We will see, but there are so many headwinds in this market. We don't need to list them all. We know them all. But nonetheless, they are shrugging it off and bringing it up. So let me know. Comment here on this video or get me at the Killer. But is this the counter play? You know, let's drill down on these treasuries. You know, we've had a huge supply this week. Today we got a 7-year auction. Yesterday that 5-year auction came out, and you saw that sneaky sell before, and sure enough, they crushed them a little bit, but now we're seeing a little bit of a bid here today prior to this 7-year. You know, that 30-year, 50-day moving average came in at 119.04, and yesterday that 100-day came in at 120.19, and I tweeted that yesterday, and literally it came up there, touched it, and it went down a full point. So I hope you got a chance to play that yesterday. It was a great fade at that 100-day moving average. Let's see if we can get a little ping pong in between this 100-day and this 50-day. You know, the S&P, you know, that HFT action, that high frequency trade, it was fierce yesterday. If you saw the close, the 310 to 315, those last couple of minutes there, that really came in and just bought it. You saw the 13, 14 level, literally instantaneously in the blink of an eye, it was trading 13, 17. And they took them up overnight. They're getting these shorts out of the market. Their stops hitting. So right now we're seeing a high of 13.2450 and a low overnight of 13.1475. I think this thing has a long way to go to get back under. You know, I think if it gets under that 13.10 level, it's got a chance of hitting that 50-day. But right now, you cannot get in the way. It's a freight train. It's a runaway freight train. So we're all looking tomorrow to this unemployment number. So a lot of buzz about this. You know, I was actually talking one of my Eurodollar guys, and he was suggesting a trade. There's a lot of people trying to play this number. And check out this trade right here. You know, this is his idea. See what your thoughts are. But a lot of people are getting in now to lock in a possible profit for tomorrow. You know, finally, you know, I think in the S&P, I talked a lot about, if you remember, the killer ceiling up at that 1331 in that March contract that's coming in today, and the June contract around that 27 level. So let's see if that's a resistance level, folks. Play that today. Finally, the euro currency. You know, it's coiled. That euro currency has just been a coiled trade. You know, ping pong from 141 to 140, all waiting for this ECB policy to drop. Is it going to be 50 bips? Is it going to be 100 bips? We'll see, but I think in the event they get under that 140 level, it's going to be a waterfall, at least down to 138.70 on the chart. So good luck this week, and tomorrow be careful of that unemployment number. From the floor of the CME Group, I'm the Killer. Remember, be the hammer, not the nail.